A major gun battle is underway between the army, the police and militants in the valley. The encounter has been raging on for the last 24 hours in Rajwada forest of Handwara district, which is in the north of Kashmir. At least 2 militants and 1 soldier of the 24 Rashtriya Rifles have been killed. More militants are suspected to be hiding in the forest and combing operations are still underway. Let me go across to Farid, who joins us for all the latest. Farid, tell us how exactly did this encounter go down?
Yeah, yesterday in the afternoon, in fact in the morning, the army had this intelligence input that some militants, in fact a group of militants is hiding inside the Rajwada forest of Handwara district. And as the modus operandi is, the army immediately assisted by the special operations group of the police went inside the forest and at a particular location they had this contact with the militants, and it was at this time that this encounter ensued. And after, in fact, this gunfight is still going on, and through the day yesterday there was intense crossfire between the militants and the army, and in this 2 militants have been eliminated, while as 1 soldier has also lost his life. Now, about the exact number of the militants, the army sources are not saying anything because, according to them, it's a forest setting and they really don't know as to how many militants would be there. There could be 6, there could be 18, it could be a big group. But of course, the operation is on. But one thing that is really favoring the militants is that it is a forest, in fact, a very vast and dense forest. So the militants are, with every passing minute, penetrating deep into the forest and really making the job of the army difficult. But at the same time, the army is doing its job, and it is really on the close track, in fact, on the hot trail of the militants. And of course, the gunfire is continuing.
Right, Farid, what is the status of the encounter right now? Is a gun battle still on? Are there combing operations which are underway? You mentioned that there might be more militants out there in the loose.
Right. In fact, moments back, I spoke to the PRO of the army, and he said that yes, the gun battle is continuing, and of course, once the gun battle stops, then comes the combing operation. But at this time, the gun battle is continuing. That means the crossfire is continuing. So that clearly tells us that the militants are very much there, and they are confronting the army. So that is, in fact, the status as of now. The gun battle is continuing, and of course, the exact number of militants is not known. It could be a group, and I also asked this question to the army PRO whether it was a group that may have recently infiltrated, right. And he said that yes, that could be the case because these forests, and in fact, this area is very close to the line of control, and it could be that case that these militants may have recently infiltrated, but the army hasn't allowed them to really get deep into the hinterland, and this operation is in progress.
All right, Farid, thanks very much for joining us with the breaking news update.